Hello, everybody. Welcome to my course Build Serverless Apps on AWS. In this session, we are creating and deploying a Lambda function with API gateway using CDK. So now let's modify the project we created earlier to add a Lambda function and an API gateway to trigger that Lambda. So by end of this session, you will probably have fully deployed the Lambda function that responds to HTTP request via API gateway. So now let's talk about the ways that we can define Lambda functions using AWS CDK. So I mentioned that before, like there is a different levels of constructors. So we can go through a level one constructor that is like doing the raw cloud formation, like kind of a transformation between the cloud formation to CDK. So that will imply that you will need to write a lot of information there. Then we have a second two constructor, second level of constructor that is like basically basic Lambda function. So that you will define the runtime, and you will write some of the configuration there, but you need to do a little bit of work. And if like you're building a node.js function, you need to use a existing constructor that is like called node.js function. So this module probably help you to simplify creating that node.js function, and it automatically bundles your code using ESBuild and lets you write your like function in TypeScript directly, so that like I'm gonna show how to use this. Also, like I will later show you how we can use the other one, so that like the different ways of like writing Lambda function. So this is our decision is like you need to make when to work with like CDK, and what kind of level of construction that you want to use it. And you even like build your own level of three constructors you want to build. And yeah, let's dive in. So after like deployment is done, like you are able to define the Lambda function with AWS CDK, and API gateway endpoint that triggers the Lambda, and a working serverless API accessible via HTTP request. So let's go to the code, and under the lib, I'm gonna create a folder. Let me call it as functions. Here I'm gonna create a file. I'm gonna name it hello dot ts. So it's gonna be a very simple function with the name called handler. Let me export const handler equals async event any, and I'm gonna add the console.log. You can request received. So now I'm gonna return the status code 200 and body JSON dot and I'm gonna add a message. Hello world, this is your lambda responding. This is it. And I'm gonna add input event. Sorry. Okay. So let me end this. Let me save this. Okay, here it is. Return. And it all looks good. So basically it's a simple function with a handler called handler, and we are like adding a console.log. Then like simply we are returning the response status code 200, and the body that is like super simple, nothing interesting in here, but yeah, this is gonna help you like test. Next, what we want to do is like we add the resource to the CDK stack. So here we have the like stack. Basically, I'm gonna delete all this, and we just wanted to define the lambda function here so that we can, like going to start by definition there. Let me add in here. Okay. I'm gonna define the lambda function here. Oh, I'm gonna keep this const lambda function equals new Node.js function. I'm gonna give this keyword in here and call it hello function. And then sorry, okay, I'm gonna go here. So entry path dot join underscore underscore dir name function. So this is the path I'm giving, functions slash the file I have created just now. I'm pointing that in here, and after that this is like the handler. I gave this handler, then runtime dot node.js function node.js. Okay, I'm gonna use the node.js underscore 20 underscore x. Okay, so handler, this is the path underscore underscore dir, this is the function. Hello.ts. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let me copy that. Okay, so we'll come to that. Probably it will run. It's just that I need to add the bundle information in here. So this is like we are trying to add a resource here. Like we have seen uh, the pattern appears like quite a lot of time here, like the way you're adding the lambda function, and we are going to pass the path. So it's this functions dot slash hello dot ts. So this is the file that we created in here, and this is then we are like going to pass the name of the handler method, and this is the handler because it's very original. And then in the runtime, because we are like working with the node, I just use the node 20. You can use whatever you want to work with. Finally, we're gonna add the bundle information. So this is like quite nice from the Node.js function, construct that, always you can configure how you want to bundle your application. So let me add the bundle information here. I'm gonna say this is a bundle configuration. Under that bundling, I want this to be minify, that is true, and I want the source map, that is true again, and external modules, sorry, what is it? Okay, true again. This is external modules, um, that is I'm gonna give AWS hyphen SDK. So yeah, I'm gonna end this. So basically, we like we can minify this, and can include the source map, and then we like quite comes handy to make deployment package even smaller. So this is basically to exclude some dependencies from the bundling. In the course, like we are excluding here AWS SDK. It's already included in the Lambda, so we don't need to put again in the package, and that like we are deploying in the function. So we can rely that Lambda will provide us with this library, so we don't need to include it. So we are using this example just to show you, like because this is will make your application smaller. So next thing, we wanted to define the API gateway that will be calling this function. So this function, lambda function. So we have this, and after we define the lambda function, we will define this API gateway now, and we will attach it to the function. So let's import the API gateway constructor here. Um, import uh, Node.js function, and from, okay, I got it. So it automatically imported. That's good. Okay, it's came. It was there already. Okay. And now, like, so I have to import the import runtime from AWS CDK lib. Yeah. So now before deploying this function, deploying to the cloud, what we need to do is we need to install a couple of dependencies. So to get this working, we have to first install two types, like for example npm install. uh, Let me copy this and run npm install. Okay, sorry, npm install at types aws hyphen lambda. Okay, okay, we probably need to run this npm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's rerun this and see if it's zero. I think looks like up to date. We don't need to do anything there. So now npm uh, I es build. We need this as well. So these are like those very important dependencies, in order to make this work. And now that we can, like build this project and deploy it. So let me run npm run build. So this will probably create all the files compiled into like JavaScript, and then probably, let me see if we forgot to add the. Okay, so actually we need to add one more piece in here, that is API gateway. I probably missed that. Let me add it. Okay, this is good. So we let me just verify if it is all looks good. Okay, and we need one more. Okay, looks good. So let me rerun this. So basically, I have added the API gateway. So Lambda REST API. So I have like put this name in here and passing this stack and saying that okay, this is like my function in here. So now we have installed the dependencies, and let me run again the npm run build. And after that, we're gonna deploy cdk deploy. So, so this is probably deploying the resources into the cloud. So we will take a little while, because probably because you need to push everything. But one thing to notice here, like whenever we are working in with the new resource, that it will be like imported in this. Probably it will ask yes. We need to give yes in here, and we can look like while deploying all these, there are changes into IAM policies, and also there are a lot of changes like different policies. We can see that it's doing a lot of update in here. And you will also get the list of the resources that not changing anything that will breach your security. But yeah, because we have to like monitor and check what all the things, what are the resources it's trying to deploy and create the CloudFormation change set. um, and so this is like, deploying. We can Once it is done, we can go to the CloudFormation stack, and we can see. um, let it complete. It will take, okay, it's all done. Let me go to the console and refresh this. Okay, it still says that update in progress, so I'm gonna wait. Okay, now it says update complete. So here we can see, and this is the, okay, cloud stack. Great, it looks good. And event source, yeah, it's all created, in progress, completed. And in the output, okay, so this is the API key. Probably we can pick this up in here. And I have this Thunder client. I'm gonna create new request and give that link in here, and voila, you can see that I'm getting a 200 OK status with the message hello world. This is the Lambda responding. So basically, we it's everything is working fine. So good, like you guys are following along and completed the entire thing. So feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions or feedback. Let's keep learning together. Thank you.